বাংলাদেশ দক্ষিণ এশিয়ার উন্নয়নশীল একটি দেশ। জনবহুল এই দেশটিতে অসংখ্য তরুণ মেধাবী ইনোভেটর থাকলেও পর্যাপ্ত সুযোগ সুবিধা এবং প্রয়োজনীয় ফান্ডিং এর অভাবে তাদের চমৎকার আইডিয়াগুলো থেকে প্রোডাক্টে রূপান্তর করা সম্ভব হয় না। তাই নিজের দেশের উদ্ভাবিত পণ্য ব্যবহার যেন বিলাসিতা সাধারণ মানুষের জন্য। কিন্তু এ থেকে উত্তরণের পথটা কি? দেশের মেধাবী ইনোভেটরদের সাথে মেন্টর, এন্টারপ্রেনর, ম্যানুফ্যাকচারার, ডোনারদের নিয়ে ক্যাম্বাই ইকোসিস্টেম তৈরি করেছে CRIT USA, যেখানে স্বপ্নের আইডিয়াগুলো পরিণত হবে বাস্তবিক প্রোডাক্টে। এরই ধারাবাহিকতায় বাংলাদেশের উত্তরে রাজশাহীর রুয়েটে অনুষ্ঠিত হয়ে গেল Kambaii-RUET Tool Kit Competition 2022। রুয়েট ইসিই বিভাগের আয়োজনে এবং CRIT USA এর পৃষ্ঠপোষকতায় আমরা পেয়েছি সেরা কিছু ইনোভেটরদের বানানো অসাধারণ প্রজেক্ট, যেখানে বাংলাদেশের ইতিহাসে প্রথমবারের মতো ডিস্ট্যান্ট প্রজেক্ট শোকেসিং হয়। ইউএসএর UC বার্কলি, বেলারমাইন এবং স্ট্যানফোর্ড ইউনিভার্সিটির নামকরা প্রফেসরদের সাথে সরাসরি মত প্রকাশের সুযোগ পায় শিক্ষার্থীরা। পাশাপাশি বাংলাদেশ সরকারের ICT মিনিস্ট্রি ও স্টার্টআপ বাংলাদেশ থেকে প্রতিনিধিরা যোগদান করে তরুণ উদ্ভাবকদের মোটিভেট করেন। চলুন তাহলে ঘুরে আসি রুয়েট।
And then how might you combine technologies to exist outside of those bounds that is being forgotten, that could be implemented in your innovations?
This is a great opportunity this is just the beginning of collaboration. We will be working with American universities, and especially I'm very excited with Ashdeep's presence here, that we are pretty soon, if this project can convince Ash and then UC Berkeley, then we will pave the path to work together with UC Berkeley and RUET together. So that's our goal. So I'm gonna hand over the microphone or the floor to Ash. Thank you, Ash.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the brief intro. It's really lovely to be here. Really lovely to see all of you. Happy Thursday. It's Thursday over there. Happy Thursday to everyone. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your time. I'll start with a brief intro about me, and stop me at any point if you have any questions. My name is Ashdeep Seth, as Matthew just mentioned. Really excited to be here. In terms of my background, I am a North Indian. I was born and raised in Dubai, and was that they were hoping to address through the projects and through their innovations. I'm very much, and I very support projects that are fun and sort of have that component of experimentation. At the same time, I definitely loved to see sort of projects that started off with a problem area, stating what the issue was that they were hoping to address through their innovations, and then really building out what that looked like through their solutions. Another was there were projects that actually looked at, such as the glove, and there was another which was the robot that replaced doctors in COVID settings. And that actually looked at similar examples of products that have been introduced in the innovation space, and also went to the extent of saying how their innovation was different in that context. Because at the end of the day, as engineers, we're told we can solve any problem, which is amazing. But we've also, as humans, been around for a long period of time. So what does our innovation mean in the context of existing innovations is extremely useful and helpful. And it's important to have a sense of humility in terms of how do we fit into the global innovation ecosystem. So those were some that immediately come to mind. I also appreciated projects that went to the extent of limitations in their work. Again, a mode of humility is where have we stopped in our innovation, and what are things that we didn't consider? What are next steps in the product development process? Sure, it was really amazing to see. And how that aligns with the country's goals. I think I'm also biased because it was really interesting to learn about heliotropism. That was new to me. A lot of the projects have also implemented IoT and emerging technologies, which was very cool. But I'll pause there for a second because I do have other thoughts, but I've been talking for quite a bit.
Okay, this is good. Okay. So if you could tell us, like, how did you build it? Is it 3D printed? How about the rotor and all that stuff? Because I saw quite a bit of payload there. And what kind of battery did you use?
Sir, we have mainly assembled all the equipment. It is not the manufactured rotor. We had not created the same kind of motor, which is rotating out. Yeah.
Okay, so you assembled it. So what kind of program did you use there? Did you like code? What is, because if you just assemble, there is no innovation. Did you do any kind of improvisation to it?
Okay. We have used the Raspberry Pi, where we have used Python programming language to use the OpenCV and image processing to imaging of the land.
You had, let's say, another 3 months. What would be next steps for you with the drone and the project?
The main limitation of this project is the flight time. Right now the flight time is about 10 to 15.
Is new. Everyone has done everything, and there is a push to like make something new and novel. And I think exactly as Dr. Akhtar said, what is asking the question of like, what does it mean to add an additional feature that makes it different, actually mimics what is happening in the real world and in the market. For example, a lot of things that are successful today have existed in the past. They've just been adapted to fit a specific need or to add an additional function that might be relevant to a specific problem. So the first thing that you mentioned, couldn't agree with more, which is, yes, maybe a solution exists, but what does it mean to create it from scratch? Two, it's okay, what does it mean to include additional features to make it different than what is currently out there, or to adapt it for a new context, to look at it through a new lens? A lot of the work that I do is looking at existing technologies and seeing how they can be made more usable for a different user, more affordable, like Dr. Akhtar mentioned, could be adapted to take advantage of local manufacturing such that it doesn't rely on external components. And COVID was a huge reminder of that supply chains can really get cut off. So what does it mean to rely on local manufacturing? What does it mean in terms of who is going to be using the product? So what does it mean for having a conversation with the farmer about what they're experiencing on their field, and how can an app that detects diseases of the plants be adapted for their use cases? Similar with the blind stick, what does it mean for a blind person to use this? And how could this innovation actually be relevant to the end user, to exist outside of just the technical aspects? Yes, we've developed the innovation, but how is it relevant in the world today? It's sort of an interesting way to push it. And then how might you combine technologies to exist outside of those bounds? The last piece is collaborating with engineers that have other expertise, to be thinking outside of just your bubble of expertise. A lot of the teams, it was amazing. And maybe this is the way the programs are structured, that you want to be working within your departments. But what kind of innovations might come up if you're working across departments? Maybe you have an electrical engineer and a mechanical engineer on the team. What does that mean? And how does that broaden the scope of the work that you're doing? Those are some ideas coming up. I also speak a lot. I'm sorry. Thank you for your patience.
Okay, so let me take the mic. We're very excited. Now we have our chief guest for this session, Mr. Dr.Hossain. He is the PD of IDEA project of Ministry of ICT Division of Government of Bangladesh. He is here. It's very early to some collaboration with our innovators, with our projects. So I would like to welcome Mr. Dr.Hossain. Can you hear us?
Yeah, thank you very much for inviting me, and I'm very delighted to be with you. Thank you very much.
Okay. So now I would like to say, basically my whole intention is to make sure all these parties, we can collaborate together. And I would like to hear from Dr. Islam, if you could say a few words. because I'm looking for a bigger thing, because with the assistance of government of Bangladesh, we are actually kicking off a big television project, innovation. Dr. Islam, over to you.
Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone, and hope all are having a very good time. At the very beginning, I'd like to thank Kambaii Education and Innovation for providing such an excellent platform from the students of our electrical and computer engineering department, as well as our university. I believe by this platform, our students will be benefited. Indeed, this event between you and us, our student, our half-done project and our innovation project will be product in future. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you so much, Dr. Islam. And now I would like to go to Mr. Dr.Hossain, Project Director, IDEA Project, to say a few words. You're on mute, Mr. Dr.Hossain, you're on mute.
Thank you very much. Very good morning from Bangladesh to you. Maybe in US it's not morning. Good, I think night or good whatever. So I like to welcome you all to my presentation. That is not present. That is to my speaking. And basically, I am project director of Innovation Design and Entrepreneurship Academy. You know that is ICT division is leading the ICT sector. Basically, is experimenting the process of digital Bangladesh in Bangladesh. And IDEA project is the main thrust, that is mainstreaming the startup ecosystem in Bangladesh. And we know that the government of Bangladesh has vision through 2030, that is to take Bangladesh to the upper middle income country. And by that year 2041, the government's vision is to achieve the development economy status and a smart Bangladesh. So in the process of achieving those visions, it's very much required to expedite the process of enhancing the economic growth and development process. So I think this initiative we are taking under the leadership of the ICT division is very much important, I think. And we are encouraging all the parties, those who are willing to work with us in the process of enhancing ecosystem in Bangladesh. And CRID being America based, they are working very much and they are working hard for us. And RUET is also, we do have cooperation with RUET. And I think all relevant, that I want to thank University Berkeley official, that is Asdeep Shet. I want to thank Mr. Akhtar Mahmood and all other participants and other actors. So I think it's very much opportunity for, you know, that Bangladesh is the potentials, that is we are enjoying population dividend in Bangladesh. And it's up to 2030, we shall have been enjoying population dividend, and we have talented young students and youths. They are very much serious and they are very much dedicated to ICT. And I think if we can provide sufficient cooperation to them, then they will be able to lead. That is, they will be able to contribute a lot to the process. So I think we are providing different sorts of cooperation in this process. That is, we are providing 10 lakhs taka to each of the startup companies, and we are providing training, mentoring, and co-working place. And we know that the startup in Bangladesh are doing very much good, but they are facing some challenges. Basically, the students and the youths are they do not have sufficient fund with them to continue them to, I think, do better. So I think if fund and all other supports are with them, then I think it will be fantastic work. They will be able to continue. So in this process of enhancing ecosystem, we are delighted that we are getting support from different domestic and international organizations, different universities. We have cooperations with, that is, if I am to say that we have 50 MOUs signed with different universities and different organizations, including CRD. So we are serious that whenever, whatever sort of cooperation is coming up in this sector, in this process, it's most welcome from our part, and our dynamic leader is with us. That is our State Minister, Sir Zurair Ahmed Polok, is very dynamic and young. So I think a golden time is passing through. That is, if we can utilize properly it, that we shall be able to do something extraordinary for the nation for achieving the 2041 vision of Bangladesh. So I want to conclude here. Thank you very much. Thank you all.
Can the street be made bigger than that?
You can pin the video, like if you right click it.
Yeah. Is it bigger for everyone or just for me? I just made it bigger.
I think it's the client side, so everybody's got to do it.
Okay. Yes, Faria.
For any Bangladesh best, it's going to, the sensor going to send the data to the Bluetooth module to our laptop or PC, and there's a Python code that detect the value of the sense of the flex sensor is going to send. It's based on the bending of my fingers. It's going to send the resistive value